and welcome to another introduction to one of our session leaders at the 2015 Freelance Conference, Laura Beck.
Hi there.
Super, super excited to have you on board. One of the things when we were talking about as a group or a committee of what we wanted in this year's conference was the ability to have a real conversation about failure. That is something that so many of us are scared of.
Yeah.
That it's, nobody wants to go through. It's not fun. It's kind of icky. But there's so much that comes out of the other side. And I really want to focus on the fact that if you're not afraid of it and you allow it to happen, if it's going to happen, that there's a whole other side of that. So I know you had an experience, to say the least.
Yes.
So give us a little highlight. I mean, I know you can't go into the whole thing and it's your talks, but give us a little highlight of what you just went through.
Sure. Absolutely. So my whole career, I've done PR for agencies and then the last 5+ years on my own, and always for tech startups. And so I got the bug, honestly, of I was on the brink of turning 40. I was 39. My oldest child was about to start kindergarten, and I was like, I've helped do the PR and marketing for all these people who followed a dream, took a risk, took that big leap. It's time for me to do it. And to boot, I had this business idea since my college days. I mean, since 1989, of striped shirt. Literally, really, striped shirts for women, kids, and babies. And again, it was one of those shower moments, truly, of now or never, girl, do it. And, I'm fortunate that I worked so hard for so long that I could do it on my own back, and with my own finances and, really dive in versus an Etsy store and trying to hand make shirts or whatever. So I dove in and had full belief in this idea that honestly was tested on a focus group of one, me. So I'm breaking all these marketing rules I know better on, but I believed in it so much and passionately. And again, it was, I'm not going to lie, a midlife crisis. It was this, I want to do something different. I'm not getting younger, now or never. So I went full in with, like $100,000 worth of inventory. Seriously, truly, really.
Wow.
Not to mention the cost of building a website and all the associated marketing, logo, packaging, not to mention my time.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty big dive. I mean, this was no toe in the shallow end. And I gave it 5 years, and it never took off. I kept waiting for that moment of like hope, some sort of, yay, I just got 5 orders, and that's going to motivate me to get 10. And instead I'd get like 1 a week, 2 a week. And finally, after 5 years, I got sick of looking at the garage full of boxes, honestly. And I am a public person, and I'm not afraid of being public with whatever's happening, in this case, a failure. And I thought, I'm done looking at the boxes. What can we do to make this, James Dean, man, go out with a bang, not a whimper? And so I did this kickstopper, and people have received it, like you, like the folks you talk to, so well, because I don't think people talk about failure enough, and it happens a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and the only reason I think some people think it doesn't happen a lot is exactly that. It doesn't get talked about. People only want to talk about their successes, which that's the fun part. But it's just as fun to be able to talk about the success after coming out of a failure, because,
I think so.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I mean, the response I got from people, the support, the, cheerleaders I had all over. And it was so funny because my closest friends saw the video and they're like, that's 100% you. There was nothing fake in that, with the exception that my husband was like, rigged to put his hands in the air in the garage. But otherwise, that's how I talk. That's how I act. And that's my closest friends. Some friends of friends are like, hey, I saw your friend Laura's video. Is she okay? Is she really bummed out? I mean, is she gone a little crazy about closing down this business? And they're like, no, she's on cloud 9 right now because it's over. Or she doesn't have to keep giving updates of no progress.
Right. Yeah. You took that step to be able to finally move forward. And I love your authenticity and your transparency, and I cannot wait to see what else you share with us on stage.
Thank you. I'm excited.
So one last question, really, to wrap it up is, what is it that you're most excited about in order to get to talk about, in order to get to be on stage at the Freelance Conference?
Well, I think it's an opportunity to talk to a group of my peers, 5 years ago, a little more now, I left agency life where I had been because I wanted to start Striped Shirt, but really the biggest driver was my children and my oldest daughter starting kinder. It was a promise to myself, before I even had kids, not knowing, but I'm a stubborn person, and I was like, when I have kids, daycare in school. But when they're in school, darn it, I'm going to pick up and drop off and be the Girl Scout leader, and I can do that and still be regarded professionally. I thought I'd be able to do that mom first, striped shirt second. Turned out that didn't work. I'm still mom first, but PR consulting second. And again, I'm so excited to have this opportunity to, speak to, but also engage with peers, because I believe you can have a really good career as a freelancer.
Yes.
I've proved it for 5 years, less in the apparel world and more in the PR consulting world. And I can't wait to get doing it too. And who haven't sold out and haven't become like, stay-at-home moms who are selling Amway on the side, but are professional career people doing it on their terms, from their couch, by their choice.
I couldn't agree more. Freelancing allowed me to be a stay-at-home single mom. So me and my son a lot. So I am so thankful to freelancing, and that's why I put so much into it now, into helping people. Because people are like, I can't make it work. It's like,
yes, you can.
We can make it work. You
Absolutely.
just don't quite know all the pieces yet. So let's fix that.
That's right. Now, apparel, I don't know if you can make work. Well, freelancing, yes, you can make work. So
anytime there's a product involved, there's just a different story.
Exactly.
Well, thank you again so much for this time to let people have kind of a glimpse into who you are and what you're going to talk about. And if you haven't got your ticket yet, the conference is on October 28th, 2015 here in Austin, Texas. You can get your ticket at freelanceconference.com, and I look forward to seeing you on October 28th.
Thanks, everybody. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.